So, I don't know if you guys that have autistic kids, no matter where they are on the spectrum, have to um, deal with your kids eating things. So, my daughter has autism spectrum disorder, and most of the time, when people encounter her, they say nothing's wrong. But me and my husband knew around maybe 18 months to 2 years old that Lucy had some delays. But I just had to stop for a moment because it is a very hard challenge having to deal with her and her putting things in her mouth. Ever since she was little, she always put a lot of things in her mouth. And she just turned 5 a couple of days ago, and she continuously put things in her mouth. And this is a constant struggle for me and my husband because we're not sure how to get her to stop putting things in her mouth other than therapy. Um, just had a scary moment. She was outside, and of course, things grow outside. There's acorns, sometimes there's wild mushrooms. And lo and behold, my daughter, which is 5, decides she's going to eat what's outside, which is the acorns and they're like little nuts. And there was some mushrooms out there that our dog was actually eating, but we kind of got those up. And there are worms out there. And just to show you what happens in a kid with autism, like in their minds, they think their world is so different from ours, and it just made me stop. One reason why I stopped is because it made me scared, because I'm like, oh my goodness, she's gonna eat something and I'm gonna have to take her to the emergency room. But at the same time, I realized how different she is, because in her mind she thought she was a squirrel. And this is like sort of those things that kids that are on a spectrum may or may not encounter. My daughter is like that. She is verbal. So a lot of times people say, well, she's not verbal. Kids with on the spectrum or has autism spectrum disorder, their abilities and disabilities vary. And those are one of the things that my daughter her understanding of the world around her is totally different. And so in her mind, she was a squirrel, and she decided to eat as squirrels do. Somebody may say, well, a kid normally does that. Maybe if they were 2 or 3, but my daughter is 5. And maybe you may say your 5-year-old does it. Hey, I just know my kid. And so now I'm a little worried about going outside because I'm scared she's going to eat things. And now I'm going to have to watch her.